Hintayin.
Okay, this is the audience. Does anyone know who this girl is?
No.
Many people don't know, and I'm going to inform you on who she is and how important she is to the United States. Every year, at least 750,000 American children that are reported missing, according to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, which includes to be the majority of runaways and family abductions. I don't know about you, but that number sounds frightening to me, being a father. Situations like these devastate families across the nation with worries of if they ever get to see their children again. Not to mention that there are children being abducted by strangers once every 3 to 4 days. 9 out of 10 of those victims are female, which 3 out of 4 of them being killed within 3 hours. These absolutely horrifying statistics are real, and these parents wake up every day with grieving pain, knowing that they have no idea where their children are. With worry on their minds, parents need all the help that they can receive in this scary situation. They don't need help from just communities or authorities. They need help from the whole nation. That is where the Amber Alert falls into place in all of this. Technology today is helping families across the U.S. You may have ever seen an Amber Alert on your mobile phone or watching television. The Amber Alert that you know today was created by a system in the state of Texas that notifies everyone in the area of an abduction or missing people and contains descriptive information on people who help identify the victim and suspects. In Dallas, Texas, when it was created in July 1997, after that took effect, Houston then set up its own Amber Plan, and then in 2002, the U.S. Justice Department began coordinating the program for certain cities and states. Now, all 50 states are required to have this program and make it an effective system. It helps the heartbroken families have assurance that there is still hope for their missing children. I'm gonna inform you about Amber, this little girl right here, and who she is and why she's important. This young innocent girl is 9 years old, and she was just like every other child, and she was visiting her grandparents with her mother and her little brother. When they arrived at her grandparents' house, their grandfather had bikes for them, and they like riding their bikes when they go to their grandparents' house. So they went to go take a ride around the corner. Just around 1 block is what their grandfather said. Grandfather Jimmy said. And they went around the corner, and Ricky wanted to go home because he likes listening to his parents, and I guess I could say that Amber was a little rebel, I guess. So she went and she stayed, and Ricky left and told his grandfather that she stayed there. So the grandfather got nervous, and he went back, and when he came back, she wasn't there anymore. So a local neighbor said that he saw a suspect, and he saw a suspect, and he was in a pickup truck. He picked up the little girl and put her in a truck and left. And he was in the laundromat across the street when it started, and her pictures were all over Texas newspapers and broadcasted all over the news for days after the abduction. A man that was walking his dog actually spotted Amber's naked body in a creek with her throat slit. In the summer of 1997, after investigating over $1 million into the investigation, the Arlington police disbanded the task force. After over 17 years of not finding him, Amber's grandmother is still grieving over her and hoping that they'll find the suspect. Since the Amber Alert was created in the federal government, there has been 685 children that have been saved due to this, and it feels good. It feels good to see that children are actually being saved and helped The expansion of the Amber Alert due to the technology is making a difference in saving children's lives. In conclusion, we learned the history of the Amber Alert and the impact on society. The nation is in it together to save the missing children. Technology is playing a huge role in finding these children. There's traffic lights, there's signs, there's a whole bunch of technology, satellites. We are definitely more advanced in finding children, and these children deserve to be found and reunited with their loved ones. And the Amber Alert is a great system, and Amber was the only one that was the reason for it all. All right, thank you very much. Thank you, guys.